Welcome, fellow YouTubers. My name is samseedblack, and I would like to talk about God of War Ragnarok and the elephant in the room, the black elephant in the room, if you want to say that, and the controversy, that being Angrboda. Now, let me make it very, very clear from the outset, I have nothing against the actress voicing Angrboda in the upcoming God of War game. She's doing her job, and I think that's fantastic. The voice acting is very good. I'm impressed by that. Very good voice actress, by the way. So nothing against her personally. I just think the dev team made a really big mistake. Now, see, the irony could have been that she could have voiced, she could still continue to voice Angrboda, but the Angrboda be of European descent with red hair, such as depicted in the Norse mythology. And still be voiced by the actress. That would be like the icing on the cake for me. That would just really stick it to those quote unquote racists, if you want to say that they exist out there, that they don't like seeing people of colour or even hearing people of colour in a Norse video game. See, Angrboda should have looked like this as opposed to this. Now, the Angrboda you get in the new game could have easily been a different character. She could have been the daughter of an Egyptian god. Could have been Ra, pick your god, whichever god you want to use, but she could have been the daughter of a Egyptian god, displaced here by Tyr, under Tyr's protection, because her realm was under a war, undergoing war or some sort of conflict, and she's been displaced here for a time, you know. And then the secret ending could have been her going back to her realm. After you complete God of War Ragnarok game, there could have been a secret ending where you see her go back to her realm, Egypt. And then that could have set up the new game, the next game, where you play in her realm, and you reunite with her as a friend, you know, as a colleague, as a companion, and that would have set up the next game or the next couple of games, you know, however far into the future it would take to go to that realm if they decide to go to Egypt, and then have Angrboda as a European, Scandinavian, whatever you want to, whichever way you want to describe her, as a European with red hair. Still voiced by the actress. That would have been so ironic if that would have been so good. It would have stick it to those quote unquote racists, if you want to say that. Okay, that's how I would have done it. It would have been really easy, and that's it. It's really that simple. The Angrboda that we're getting now could have easily been a goddess, the daughter of Ra or whatever. Easily explained, and then imagine when they watched the video and they saw her, probably say something different than what she said in the actual trailer. Just a different character in the background, probably not saying much. And what's this black person doing in this game? What's this black person doing in this? It's a Norse game. Who's she replacing? And the devs would have wondered, would have said, hang on, oh, before you go jump to any clues and saying that, why is she in this game? One, she's not from Norse mythology. She's actually an Egyptian. She's been displaced by Tyr, and her realm's under attack. So she's here for a while. Relax. She's not replacing anybody or race swapping anybody. She's here under the watchful eye of Tyr. Just like Kratos and Atreus are not from Asgard or Midgard in the 2018 game. Even Freya said that the gods of this realm don't take kindly to outsiders, so she knows that they're not from around here. Now they obviously could pass for Norse people because they are of European descent. Obviously, Kratos is Greek, Atreus is half Jotun, if you want to, half god and half giant. Sorry, so he could pass because he looks European. He could pass. That's how. And imagine the gratification the devs would have gotten if they simply just explain how the Angrboda character that we're going to get in the final build could have been an Egyptian goddess displaced about here, and they could have stuck it to the quote unquote critics and the racists that don't like seeing people of colour in game. They could have stuck it to them and said, this is why she's in the game. Because remember, Tyr went to other realms, they even implied he visited maybe Persia or even Egypt, so that would explain his involvement in her rescue. That would have been so easy, and that's it, and that's the video, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry for the rambling, but I just wanted just to get it off the dome. I didn't want to write anything down and you know, draw everything out too long. And that's it. That's how I would have course corrected God of War 2022.